Peter Tarcala, there's a few days left of 2020. As this is recorded in Austria, we actually made it on site, not that many times in 2020. How's the year been for you as the president of Badminton Europe?
Of course, everybody knows that it's been a different year, and I think no one would expect it would be as it was. And definitely there had been a lot of challenges. Of course, there had been a cancellation or postponement of many, not only tournaments, but our activities, our project. So it's not been easy one. Of course, let's say it was the first full year for me as a Badminton Europe President, and as I mentioned, we had to face a lot of difficulties and challenges, and we had to adapt a few times a budget during the year. So it's been something that we went through, and hopefully it will be soon over.
What was the biggest challenges?
I think the cancellation of the tournaments. It was very difficult, not only for the players, it was also difficult for our fans and spectators, of course for our partners, for our commercial partners, of course for our streaming, for the betting company. So cancellation of the tournaments probably the worst one.
Peter, you were elected as president in Kiev. You were supposed to have your one-year anniversary in Bucharest in Romania. That BC Congress was cancelled. How was it for you to cancel your very first Congress as the president?
Again, it was very special feelings, of course. We first of all postponed our annual delegates meeting, and we hoped that it could be organized in August in Denmark together with the postponed Thomas and Ubeca finals. Actually, it did not happen. Then we postponed again to October, but the final decision was we had to organize a virtual annual delegates meeting. So it was a history not only for me, but it was also the history for the Badminton Europe first time virtual AGM.
And how was that?
It was very special. As I also mentioned in my interview after this AGM, people need to get used to speak to the screens. It's definitely not interaction face to face. It's definitely not atmosphere you can feel during the normal AGM. It's not I would say question and answers section. And I was really learning a long time to work and to speak to the screen when you can see 50 different photos or faces from the people around the Europe.
Peter, 2020 for sure, a year that if you lived in 2020 you will remember it for the rest of your life for sure. What are the things you learned in 2020 that which you can actually use moving forward from here?
I think the cooperation is extremely important. Yeah, that we stay together, we support each other much more, and I think we also learn respect. So we have to respect each other. We have to respect the new conditions. We have to respect the new situations, and we have to adapt to that. Otherwise, situation as happened in 2020 might continue some few more years.
How did Badminton Europe adapt to this COVID-19 situation, in your opinion?
I think it was relatively good. Of course, it was not easy to influence the organization of some circuit tournaments because of the local restrictions and government instructions, but I was really happy that we could organize European Junior Championships in Finland in October, and it was a huge success. To be really honest, I was a little bit more pessimistic that it will not be such a success because of the positive test, maybe more countries not participating, but with the numbers that we reach in Finland, I'm really happy and proud. Of course, I'm also very satisfied that we are at the moment playing 4 qualification groups for European Mixed Team Championships. Originally it's supposed to be 6, but again, after some restrictions and withdrawals of the team, we still have 17 countries competing for the 4 places during these days, and this is still very good, and I am really thankful to the organizer in those 4 places in Europe, and of course very happy for the players that after a lot of months they are here and they are ready and they are really interested and keen to perform on the court.
2021 is knocking on the door, Peter. 2020 is almost in the books. What are you specifically looking forward to in the new year to come here?
I think we all look for the Olympic Games. Will it happen or will it not happen? As for now, the Japanese organizers and the IOC is saying that Olympic Games will happen with, of course, certain restrictions, but it will happen. So hopefully this is probably the biggest sport event in 2021. And of course, apart from that, let's hope that we can start the international calendar and our major events in Europe, so that we can have a European mixed team championship final in February in Finland, that we can have our European championships in Ukraine in end of April, and of course postponed European senior championships in June in Croatia, in Zadar, and the same goes with the European club championships in June in Poland and the city of Bialystok. And hopefully that in the second half of the year we can also play European Under-17 championships in Slovenia.
And Peter, on the political level, I know that you also look forward to the Congress, which will take place actually at the same time in the same city as the European Championships in Kiev, Ukraine.
Again, we've been in Kiev last year. It's been really fantastic organization of the Congress and the outcome we had down there in Kiev. Now, again, for the first time, we try to combine the AGM with our major event, European Championships. So the same goes for our gala and announcement of the players of the year. So I just pray and believe it will become true and reality at the end of at the end of April, even if we know that the situation is not really improving in Europe at the moment. But we still have 4 months to go, so let's all hope it will come true.
Peter, thank you very much, and Happy New Year to you and your family.
Happy New Year to all badminton friends around Europe and the globe, and let's hope 2021 will be much better and more successful for all of us.